Hello, and welcome to a Doing Stuff with Me Beard. Crappy phone edition, because I didn't bring my camera along with me, because we're on a holiday bobs. We're staying in Betws-Y-Coed for a few days over my birthday, and didn't really want to bring my camera and film every day or out, because I'm doing stuff with Mrs. Beard. I've ended up having a bit of time to go off and do a walk on my Todd. So there's a lake, well, literally at the top of that mountain up there, and the start of the walk's a bit further down the road. Well, there's two starts. We got a bit of secret info from the lady at the trespass shop that there's an easier start to it, because we tried the start of it the other day. Pretty steep incline, yeah, not decline, that's going down, incline, and yeah, we gave up pretty soon because it was way too hot. So apparently there's a shorter one, and I had a quick look on OS maps, and it's a tiny little entrance hidden in a wall. So yeah, that's about a 5-10 minute walk from our hotel. You've got to walk pretty much through Betws-Y-Coed, the little town, not the actual full area, and to get to it. So let's see how that goes. And yeah, apologies again. This is my shitty phone, because I spent money on cameras and not the phone. First point made. Apparently, this little gap here should be a slightly easier route up to where I want to go. Though stairs suck. I've never figured out if I prefer stairs to bloody long ass ramps. But oh god. Yeah. Let's see if this is easier than the route that we are looking on the OS maps. The elevation was like a lot more spaced out, like 50-meter jumps instead of just straight to 150. So, oh yeah, there you go. It's a bit of a dirt trail as well, but zigzag's a bit better. Ooh. Yeah, a bit less of a shock to the system than the other one. Ooh. But anyway, check back in a bit. Yeah, this is already a nicer route. The other one, the tracks were like proper just rocks and stuff, so this being kind of more of a mucky tree route is far more enjoyable right now. I will probably end up coming down that mucky rock way, but yeah, all trees all the time. Oh dear. Usual exclamation of being unfit. Anyway, let's get on. So, initial up bit kind of done. I don't know what any of that means. Weird running people that run up hills instead of just walking. Yeah. So, oh god. Yeah, flattens out for a bit now. Yeah, you definitely can't film that bit whilst holding a phone. I need to get, well, it would have been fine if I had my thingy camera. But yeah, kind of keep wandering and see where we get to, but this is a much prettier route than the way we started the other day, but definitely more on the, if you're uncomfortable with uneven surfaces, definitely not the route. You've got to kind of concentrate because it's a bit more of a natural trail. The other one's like stone and slate, and it's not particularly flat, but compared to that way, I would say you either deal with the really steep going up, or you take the shorter, well not shorter, the less steep way that is a bit more uneven underfoot. That's the polite way of putting it. Fucking wobbly, it's the other one. Right, I need to check the map. Let's have a look. There are worse places to take a pause. Seriously, if I was to be stolen by fairy tale creatures coming up that route, I would not be fucking surprised. Like, it's absolutely moss covered. It looks like Narnia have been, I don't know, banged some other fantasy. Narnia banged Lord of the Rings whilst being reamed by every folklore going. Yeah, that one. It's like, look at it. White city boy goes to middle of nowhere walking edition. I mean, to be fair, I always react like this because this is so much nicer than where scenery is. Like, I live in Lincolnshire. Like, it's flat. So we don't get any of this really without a bit of mooching about. Nearest is for us. I mean, the wolds aren't exactly flat. I haven't really done any walking around there. But I've done a bit. But yeah, the peaks and stuff is the next nearest hills and things for me, and I haven't really done a lot of that either, so yeah, this is always amazing for me to view, which I suppose is the upside. I think, I don't know, I think if I lived in areas like this I wouldn't get bored of it very quickly, but I never really know how my brain's going to react with that kind of stuff. Oh, anyway, I'm rambling. That's I've got another little steep bit coming up by the looks, so we'll get my breath back before doing that. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I've given up with the original off-road trip. I think the next bit on it looks really steep, so I've kind of switched to the trail again. Excuse me, because I'm bollocks. Yeah, no, I need a break from climbing up. This goes back and cuts off with the route that we started the other day. So if I decide I can't be arsed, I'm just going to go back down that way. Seems like the sensible thing to do. But I have had a bit of water. If there's a bench along here, I'm going to sit and have a little bit of a snack. I've got some like dried mango on me, which should be giving me a bit of a sugar boost. Yeah, it's nice though. It's definitely pretty. Pretty knackering. I decided I was going to go the last bit to get to the lake. Apparently it's about 20 minutes. I found a big rock and some shade. So I'm going to sit, try and catch my breath, and do the last bit. So I think I'd be annoyed with myself if I didn't go the last way. It looks fairly flat on the OS maps. The fact that I've come back to go across. The other one went up to 250 and I think it came back down again. This just sort of seems to be in the 200 range. So there might be a bit of elevation, but not so much. But yeah, I am not built for this. I'm glad I'm trying. And that's half the point, isn't it? But even if you don't make it all the way and go back, it's still a win. Because you tried up until that point. There you go. There's my heartfelt woo moment for everybody. I'm just hoping I don't get eaten alive by things. We were assured by the by the lady in one of the shops this isn't a tick area, but I'll still keep an eye out just in case. You never know. What was it? Walking bingo card. Get a tick. I came out onto another bit of road, and then I noticed that the next bit was up, like up, and it takes, I don't know how long that way will take me, but I haven't got the energy to go up, so so I'm going this way, which apparently is about a 10-minute walk. It's a bit more in the sun, but I think it'll be a much less aggressive up, or it'll hopefully stay fairly flat. Ooh. So yeah, now I'm done with ups. Let's go this way. This lake better be friggin' beautiful. No, even if it's not, this was worth the walk. It was nice actually. I am actually quite knackered, but my little 5 minutes sat on the big rock weren't too bad. So the only thing with this route is it's a bit more in the sun. I don't know how much of my sun cream I've sweated off, but hopefully not much. Did have a bit of time to stick to me. Hopefully the next shot will be lake. Here's the money shot. Oh dear. I don't know if there's some other open areas further around. I'll have a little walk that way. I've just seen a bunch of people walking that way, so hopefully I'll just come down to this bit and there's no one here. So I don't know if we can walk around the edge at all, but silence. Yeah. That is very pretty. There we have it. I made it to the top. I'm not walking all the way around the lake. I have not got the energy for that. But we made it to it, and it's very pretty. And I am now a little bit worried I may end up needing the toilet before I get down. So yeah, on that note, if you've made it to the end, thank you for watching. And I hope you've enjoyed this break from Swift GTI stuff. There's going to be more, I'm sorry. It's literally all I'm doing at the moment. This is a random video that wasn't meant to happen. So, but yeah. Thank you for watching. And see you in the next one. Bye for now.